We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The left fielder, J.D.
First offering on its way. Fastball off the plate away for ball one. And that's right there, and we're even at one. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Hit in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Batting second, the third baseman,
Rafael Devers the next to bat as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Morton has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty D, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least one or two times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Hit to first. Scooped up. One there. Onto the pitcher covering at first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. Stepping in, Brandon Lau. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, number 8.
The pitch. And this is low, ball one. Ball two now. Now the 2-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike one. To 2-2 now.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that two-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Brandon Lau sent packing to start out the bottom of the first. Heading out towards shallow right. Benintendi coming up, and that's in there. Base hit. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Batting third, the catcher, Mike.
Here now it's Mike Zunino. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. Kiermaier leads off second with one gone in the inning. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Up high, 2-1 now. And got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
There's ball four. So first and second with one man gone, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfro. He's set, and the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Austen.
At the plate now, Austen Meadows. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Martinez, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Batting fifth, not shortstop.
Standing in now, Willie Adames, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone!
Batting seventh,
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. As he'll take a look at ball one.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
That's ball 2. That's right. Go for it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
3-0 now.
No strike.
Joey Wendell would be next. 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Cristian Vasquez. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
2-0.
And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
The center fielder, number 99, Alex Verdugo.
Here comes the first pitch. Alex Verdugo is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And that's swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1. In for strike 2.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Nobody out, runner on first. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Hard on the ground towards short.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
So here's Michael Chavis now. Hit hard to the right, but foul. None out, runners at first and second. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count, 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. Foul.
big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Too high. Ball.
Runners are at first and second with one away. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
The designated hitter, Jose.
And here's Jose Peraza. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And it seems they've got to make something of this opportunity here if they've got any hopes of climbing back into this one. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. One run is scored, and he is in there.
Batting up, the right fielder, number 15.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
One ball, two
Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Andrew Benintendi goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
ball.
And that misses for ball one.
Ball one, no.
2 down, runners at first and second. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
The 2-2 one more time. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hit out towards second. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Number 8.
Stepping in now, Brandon Lau, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Verdugo waits on it. He's got it 1 away. So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next.
Kiermaier.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and a ball. 1-0. And that's in there for his strike. 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. So here's Mike Zunino. He worked the walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Pitch on its way now to Zunino.
Well, that's all.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Two 2-0 count and the pitch. Outside. 3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Number 11.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Hunter Renfro. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. No balls and a strike to count. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. This is line to left. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The right fielder, Austen Meadows.
So now to the plate, Austen Meadows. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And a relay to the plate, but not in time as he's across with the run. Austin Bryce is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. At the plate, Willie Adames. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Martinez giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Meadows rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score, and they're pulling away. They lead by 7.
Now batting, first baseman.
To the plate now, Ji-Man Choi, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Moreland is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
No, inside.
One and two now.
It's 1-2.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. The 2-2. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. A swing and a ground. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. At the plate now, Cristian Vasquez, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He's got it one away. One gone here in the Boston third, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's the ball.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
1-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
3-1.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
And oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. High and deep to straightaway right. Meadows moving back at the track. A leaping effort, and he brings it in. 2 away now after a great effort. Striding in for Boston, Michael Chavis. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Ball 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch.
Nope, that's off the
Hey,
plate.
lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Here's the pitch.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Favorable call in there for a strike.
Got a full count.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And it's gone as they add still another.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter,
Joey Wendell digs in now as he grounds one briskly to short. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
the batter.
Up next for the Rays, Brandon Lau. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here comes the first pitch.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
2-0 pitch on the way.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1 on its way. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Line softly toward the hole. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. So 2 are gone here in the Tampa Bay 3rd inning, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. First pitch of the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Up with it, Vasquez. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
And he fouls this one off. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Jose Peraza, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Fouled off. The next 3-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jose Peraza, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. Inside with the first pitch splitter, and it's 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Here's the 2-1 home. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Right side. He's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to hit is the catcher, Mike Zunino.
The catcher, Mike Zunino.
First pitch on its way. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1.
Obviously the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Chavis moving to his left, makes the play. 1 away. 1 out here on the Tampa Bay 4th, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfro. First offering on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A ball and a strike.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Fouled away. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Standing in, Austen Meadows. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. From the stretch. In his career, Meadows begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. Pulled toward right center field. Verdugo waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A high fastball is in there.
1-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Lifted into the air out toward center field. Kiermaier is right there, 1 down. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Rafael Devers. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And the pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2.
And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field.
The batter, the shortstop,
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. That evens it up 1-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And it's fouled away. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away.
the catcher.
Ready once again, Cristian Vasquez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. From the stretch. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Meadows makes the catch for route number 3. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Willy Adames.
The shortstop, Willy Adames.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Liner towards second, but an atom bowl right to him for the first out. Now at the plate, Ji-Man Choi. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch on its way. The 0-1 pitch.
Nope, outside.
1 out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 3-2 pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Third baseman number
Striding
2.
in, Yandy Diaz. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time, and maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
Skied into straightaway right. And Benintendi's got it to end the inning. Andrew Kittredge takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 36, Andrew.
Coming to the plate now, Alex Verdugo. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Leading off for Austin, the center fielder, number 99.
First delivery to him on the way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the 6th. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Now batting, second baseman, Michael Chavis.
In now, Michael Chavis, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
This guy uses that 2-seamer to set up his other pitches. 2-seamer in, breaking ball away.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that is off the wall. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Next for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Mitch.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. A swing and a shot hit down the corner and foul, though it had the home run distance. Comes set and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. 2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
The next 3-2. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. Diaz is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Now batting.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jose Peraza. A hit in 2 tries so far. First offering on its way. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Fastball well outside. Runner at second here with 1 man out.
Ball.
And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. And there are two away now. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Two and 0 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
3-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Here comes the payoff pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The 3-2 pitch. And he pops him up back behind second base. Lau's got it, and the inning is over. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and striding forward the designated hitter, Joey Wendell.
The designated hitter, Joey Wendell.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
The bat, number 8.
Stepping in now, Brandon Lau, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Up next for Tampa
So
Bay,
digging in now, Kevin Kiermaier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. 1 out and a runner on second base. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, last 2 pitches back to back off speed, then he's laid on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Zunino. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, J.D. Martinez. And he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
2 balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip on to first to record the out. 1 man is out in the Red Sox 7th, and that brings up the third baseman Rafael Devers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in, Xander Bogaerts. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way.
Ball.
3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-1 home. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over.
7th inning stretch.
Colin McHugh comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Hunter Renfro. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
0-1 the count. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfro. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in, Austen Meadows. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood and a broken bat.
And that's the second out. Stepping into the box, Willie Adames hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
And he lays off for ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
McHugh sets his sights, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. New inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Cristian Vasquez.
The catcher, Cristian Vasquez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
1 strike, the count.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 2-2 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Heading out towards shallow right. Meadows coming in on it. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
The center fielder, number 99, Alex.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. 1 down. Digging in to try it again, Michael Chavis. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Michael Chavis.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Meadows is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now at the plate, Mitch Moreland. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Up top, it's 2-0. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Fouled off. Full count now, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that brings up the corner infielder Ji-Man Choi.
The first baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. That misses. 2-0. Here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Here's the first pitch to him. Yandy Diaz comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Martinez. He gets there, and that's the second out. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Joey Wendell. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. McHugh's ready. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. 2 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Diego Castillo comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Diego
Now the Red Sox DH, Jose Peraza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Leading off the ball.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Now a ground ball and a chance for Adames at short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Now to the plate, Andrew Benintendi. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, up there.
Bases are empty, one man out.
Nope.
Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty, 2-2.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
Full count, 3-2. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The left fielder.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, J.D. Martinez. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Too low, 1-0. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
The 2-1 home.
Borderline pitch right there, but as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Now a chopper to first, might only get one. Reined in to second for one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Rays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Charlie Morton gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Eduardo Rodriguez gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.